guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Wells Fargo Center as the 76ers look to grab a win here in Philadelphia. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against Miami.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Covington's shot is off. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Utah Jazz.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And the rejection by Smith. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. On defense, Philadelphia. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who's able to talk with Brett Brown.
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes on checks, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Landry. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's Okafor missing.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. He won the MVP in international play while with Team USA. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Landry no good.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
It's stolen by Smith, and Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Smith against Irving. The drive by Smith. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And James throws it down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far. No doubt about that.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
One more time, give it up for your dream team.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Can they get it? And he nails the jumper.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Here's Thompson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. That's good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Covington. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Landry, a screen on James. 6 on the shot clock. Covington dishes to Cannon. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. J.R. Smith picks one up.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Here's Thompson, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Smith with it, guarded now by Irving. And here's Covington from the arc, can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Now here is Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Landry no good. Cleveland leading by 7. Smith right side. Kicks it to Love. Smith outside. Tries it from 19. And he gets the bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Smith kicks to Covington. Sweet little floater. Covington's got his first points of the game.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Smith wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers trail by 7. Cannon, the pass to Smith. Picked by Okafor. The drive by Smith. He feeds it to Covington. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Covington's got 5.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside Irving. Free throw line jump shot. That drops. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Picked by Okafor. The drive by Smith. And Thompson sends it back. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Cavaliers, Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James. Thompson dishes to Embiid. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Dellavedova kicks to Smith. Here's Love. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Now here's Shumpert. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Shumpert. Love's got 5 points so far.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now the dish to Thompson. Pass to Embiid. The shot. Love grabs the board.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Shumpert. Dellavedova can't make good off the pick.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Embiid with a screen on Irving. And there's the feed to Noel. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's the screen. Fry with the ball. Embiid's there. Shot clock at 5. Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. Lets it go. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Irving's got 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Embiid the screen. To the inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Dellavedova. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They set the pick, and that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Thompson dishes to Noel. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Out to the wing. Thompson outside. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assist.
And the dunk by Grant.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Pass to Shumpert. In the corner, Irving with it. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 6. The pass to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Lets it go from 14.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to...
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here. What do you guys see?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson down low with Mozgov, and it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Pass to Noel. Smith outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Okafor. Misses off the right iron. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Cannon kicks to Smith. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Cannon can't hit.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
LeBron with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shoots from the block. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Philadelphia shooting 43% for the game. There's a good screen. Smith kicks to Okafor. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Here's Dellavedova. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dellavedova's got his first basket. The 76ers trail by 7. Pick by Okafor. Smith kicks to Noel. Dishes it to Covington. Okafor with a screen on James. Just 5 on the clock. Covington with the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Feeds to Dellavedova. LeBron outside. And the layup falls. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
They get a hand on it and stolen by LeBron. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Pick by Okafor. 5 to shoot. Smith for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Cavaliers leading by 9. James outside. He kicks it to Smith. He dishes it to Dellavedova. On the wing, James. A leaner. And Okafor with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Smith outside. Outside Landry. Picked by Okafor. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Okafor's got 5 points now in the quarter. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. LeBron outside. Love outside. Kicks it to Smith. Now here's LeBron. D right on him. score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Okafor kicks to Landry. He feeds it to Cannon. Pass to Okafor. Got it. Good job in the low post. Okafor's got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
James outside. J.R. Smith on the wing. Thompson passes to LeBron. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Cannon dishes to Covington. And the officials call a traveling violation. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The 76ers, number 1.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Irving. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
The dish to Grant. Landry kicks to Grant. Screen by Grant. From deep. Poke loose.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Thompson. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving with it. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Miami. Frye passes to LeBron. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. James has got 10 points in the quarter.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
Landry with the screen. Back to Embiid. And here is Irving. 14 points for him. On the wing, James. The shot. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 8 points for Joel Embiid.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
And the 76ers making a change here. Noel's checked in. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Love outside. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
There's a screen by Noel. The feed to Thompson. 1:33 left in the first half. Connects from 3-point range.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points for him. Love dishes to Shumpert. Clock at 6. Pass to LeBron. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in steals, fourth in blocks. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. There's the pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Off the pick. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
The 76ers trail by 10. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Thompson passes to Grant. Embiid kicks to Thompson. Grant against Shumpert. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Eight seconds left here in the second. Poked away. Mozgov with the steal. And so we conclude the...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland? And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a game for LeBron. 16 points and the 1 steal. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
We've got Robert Covington, Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Cannon in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Smith outside. Passes it to Irving. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
James, left side. Back to Irving. Dishes it to Thompson. Count that one. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
And the 76ers call time here.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Feeds it to Love. He kicks to Smith. Irving against Smith. Love outside. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Smith dishes to Okafor. To the paint. It's stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Landry with the screen. 6 to shoot. Smith the pass to Covington. No good on the 3.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Okafor. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Irving kicks to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith inside. He's covered by Landry. Shoots from the baseline. Smith, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
LeBron outside. And there's the 3-second violation.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in scoring, 7th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Now Smith. He dishes it to Covington. Down low. It's deflected. Noel. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And too long on the shot. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Outside Irving. Kicks to Smith. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Smith. Lets it fly. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. Over to the wing. And here's Covington from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Irving kicks to Love. The fader. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
The dish to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Here's Covington, covered by Smith. And it's Okafor missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Smith up top, covered by Okafor. Smith dishes to Irving. Out left to the wing. It's a pick by Love. Here's Thompson. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Screen by Smith. Okafor kicks to Covington. In the corner, Cannon with it. They get it again. Here's Okafor, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Check out the stats for Okafor. He has 11 points and a block. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for Smith. Back to Irving. Mozgov down low. Embiid's there, and he gets it to go.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
1:22 left here in the third quarter. The feed to Okafor. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Okafor's got 15 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. To the right side. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Hit. Shooting one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him, just about a 72% free throw shooter. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Cleveland leading by 22. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting kind of stagnant.
That's good. Thompson's got his second.
Didn't he?
Outside, 1 second left. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it banked in off the glass. He feeds it to LeBron. And again, LeBron missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Inside, here's Embiid. Mozgov with the block. Landry. And Embiid throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. James. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The 76ers trail by 19. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Love outside. Landry against Irving. Inside, here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. There's a screen by Noel. Smith kicks to Covington. At the top of the key, Landry. There's Cannon with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Landry. With the floater, James misses. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of people wondered, how would he bounce back from that knee? And I'd have to say it was pretty good. I mean, finished 3rd in the voting for Rookie of the Year. And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Great open look there. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Love.
And, you know, getting back to Nerlens Noel, if it weren't for the ACL tear, he may have been the first player drafted in 2K13. His 8 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game as a rookie show he has the talent.
Landry with the screen. Covington kicks to Noel. 5 to shoot. Smith with it. He's picked up by Irving. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 6 points for Smith.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Cleveland leading by 21.
And one thing to note about Nerlens Noel, last season, he was a thief. He averaged almost 2 steals a game as a rookie center. That tells me he has more than just quickness and length, guys. He has great anticipation and still one of the best motors I have ever seen.
Clock at 6. Smith against Irving. And it's Smith again missing. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Irving passes to Thompson. Now here's LeBron. He's covered closely. Pass to Irving. Inside. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Smith kicks to Landry.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. Outside Irving. The pass to LeBron. Passes it to Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Noel sets a screen for Smith. Dishes to Landry. Here's Noel.
Cleveland foul call. LeBron James. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your 76ers.
That's good from Noel. Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Clock at 4. Jones, no one around him. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Here's Grant. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And, you know, going back to Nerlens Noel's shooting, the improvements to his form look really good. Even better is that he hit 60% from the line as a rookie. That may not sound like a great start, but at this stage of his development, that's great progress.
Hollis Thompson's checked in for Nerlens Noel.
You know, one caution I have about Noel's improved shooting, you don't want him to fall in love with jumpers. He did shoot only 46% from the field last year. Conversely, DeAndre Jordan shot 71% because he dunked everything and kept his head under the rim. It's a fine line between improving your game and playing within your limitations. Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Feeds it to Williams. He kicks to Mozgov.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Kicks to Stauskas. Thompson up top. Lots of room. Good on the jump shot.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
1:51 left in the fourth. Outside jumper. Williams outside. Again, the miss by Williams. The 76ers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Grant gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. One or two of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for James. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They have a 19-point lead. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And here's Cleveland. Shot to end this cold run. Count the bucket.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Okafor gets the bucket.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And time now to go court.
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron, what have you...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and LeBron James. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for the...
I won't bow.